There is no doubt you have seen this triangular looking building cutting into the Gardner Expressway anytime you've taken it. It is 10 York, built by Tridel. Overall, you're looking at 66 stories with 694 units. And I think it's one of the best buildings within the downtown Toronto and Toronto condo market overall. As always, the pros and cons are on the screen, but let me quickly go through them. The builder is Tridel. You cannot beat Tridel. Tridel is the best builder. The location is premium. The building is always in demand. Airbnbs are outlawed. The amenities are fantastic. The concierge is really helpful. But some of the small problems relate to the mediocre floor plans. Nothing fantastic, just very average floor plans. The parking garage license plate entry system breaks down sometimes, and it's very close to the Gardner, so lower unit floors should be aware of that fact. As always, for more on the Toronto condo market and Toronto real estate market, follow me for more. A Toronto condo building you see in the distance is a prime example of a Toronto condo building that has made significant improvements in recent months. It is 8 Eglinton Avenue, right at Yonge and Eglinton. It's still not a perfect building by any means, but it has made a lot of improvements. As always, the pros and cons are on the screen, but quickly going through them, the location is absolutely fantastic. The junior one-bedroom layouts are actually really good for the size. Great concierge, very helpful management company. The amenities are great, amazing rental yield. However, elevators are a major problem in this building. Utility outages occur, and the metallic exterior creates really loud noises for higher floors when it's windy. As always, for more on the Toronto condo market, follow me for more or get in touch. Those cool looking condos you see in the distance where it looks like they have a bridge in between them are actually somewhat historically the worst condos in downtown Toronto. That's right, you're looking at 15 and 21 Iceboat Terrace. Not to be confused with the ice condos, which they're often confused with, which are another set of condos that are not ideal, let's say. As always, the pros and cons are on the screen. Overall, I have to say, in my professional opinion, as an agent, it's a condo building better avoided. Some of the pros are high amenities if you're into that. They're cool looking for sure. And weirdly enough, the walls are pretty good at soundproofing. But what's not good at soundproofing is actually the doors. The doors are really bad at that. Way too many fire alarms, way too many Airbnbs, locker break-ins, parking spots being stolen unrespected, amenities shared between two buildings, so they're always overcrowded, way under elevated, like 3 elevators for 40 plus stories, and one is usually down anyways, and if it's not down, someone's moving and using it as a service elevator. This towering giant you're looking at is 1 Bloor St East, right at Yonge and Bloor, one of the most expensive condos in downtown Toronto, not to be confused with the 1 Bloor St West, which is upcoming and it's going to be bigger and taller. In my opinion, this is one of the better buildings in downtown Toronto, but not perfect by any means. As always, the pros and cons are on the screen. The location is absolutely fantastic. It's a very secure building, almost too secure. There's like 5 security guards for every inch. Smart elevator system that is sometimes down. High-end occupants, so very wealthy people live in this building. It's built by one of my favorite builders, Great Gulf, a great builder in my opinion, and the higher floors have some really good views. But on the downside, the corridor to the elevator is too cramped. The door that provides access to the elevators is a loud door. Very little free guest parking, if any at all, and there's no service elevators, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a wait because the cleaning staff have to use the elevators. As always, for more on the Toronto condo market, follow me for more. Clients often ask me about this downtown Toronto condo. You've probably seen it if you're around the Wellesley and Shoreborn area. Not many new condos in this particular part of downtown, and it is a cool looking building. It has a flat iron design, but all in all, it's probably one of my least favorite buildings in downtown. I've never had a good experience showing this building, and I generally advise clients against it. It has some pros. It's affordable, it's cheap, and guess what? The amenities are actually quite good in this building. Nonetheless, though, the list of cons is far too long. Starting out with the smell of garbage that permeates in many of the floors. The noise travels far too easily all over the place. The build feels really budgetary and cheap. It's almost 90% tenants in this building. The concierge is disorganized, long elevator wait times, and most of the 2-bedroom units in this building have only one washroom, which is awful. However, this is just my opinion. As always, for more on the Toronto condo market, follow me for more or get in touch. There's no doubt you've seen these 2 white buildings by Front Street West. Welcome to another edition of Toronto condo building reviews in under 60 seconds. Here we're looking at 576 Front Street West and 27 Bathurst. Although technically 2 different buildings, legally they're actually one condominium corporation. A 3-year-old building by Minto, one of my favorite builders within the city of Toronto. As always, you can find the pros and cons on the screen, quickly reviewing them. The builder is great, is one of the better builders within the city of Toronto. The location has quite a bit of upside with the well coming right next to it, and it's very close to Spadina and Bathurst. And much like most newer buildings, it has small units, but the small units actually have pretty decent functional layouts. It's built really well. It has the classic Minto courtyard, which is their trademark at this point, and the resale value is really good in this building. On the downside, some of the southern facing units really do suffer from noise of the trains. The train tracks are closed. There's a lot of construction in the area. The building is a little bit too amenity heavy for my taste, and also sometimes they're really slow in switching between cooling and heating between seasons. As always, for more on the Toronto condo market and the real estate market, follow me for more.